Well, it's the next day. I brought these nice totes for getting all the antiques out of the cabinets in the garage. Hopefully, I don't know, hopefully it's as good as I think in there. I'm gonna open up this garage door. The ice melted off my box. I'll put that in there. But there is a lot of stuff in this garage. I think the first thing I have to do is move these pieces of masonite and plywood. Plywood's actually fairly nice. Awesome. This is some more of that copper screen. So, all right, I'm gonna move that plywood and we'll get right back to you. I guess it's brass screen, but still, it's probably looks like 10 or so sheets of it. All right. Well, I got all that moved. I'm gonna load up these bins with I got about 6 of them. All this stuff will sell fairly well at the flea market. These are actually really good porcelain light switches. There's 3 of them, or 4 of them. All this old hardware. Let's see what else is down this way. It's just kind of oh, of course the good stuff got destroyed a little bit. This bottom shelf is all just a little bit too much moisture on it. Looks like from here up is where we have a shot of finding some stuff. Hopefully there's a couple old oil cans or something. But all these old boxes of hardware always seem to sell for me. Lots of steel, some brass pipe. They go all the way back. Good wire brush. I wonder if that's fun little. It's for a router. Guess it's a little, I have no clue, like a blower. Pretty sure it's aluminum. Might be stainless steel. It's kind of heavy. I bet that will do fairly well. DuPont. A little bit of everything. Hey, there we go. Fun lead ingot. Put that with my little ingot collection. I have one at the other warehouse. Lots of this these tin boxes of Scotch tape. but I know the tin itself is sellable, probably $4 or $5, maybe a little bit better. I see more solder. Sealant, more sealant. There's a bunch of solder in here. Dutch boy solder. I see another, like 5 or 6 solders back there. I don't know. For the flea market, this is definitely going to. Those are all nice aluminum sheets. Let's see what's in the back here. Oh wow, all good. What's nice is they're not rusted, the metal tins for these electrical tapes. So even at $5 each, that's pretty close to $100 just in tape boxes. You don't need the tape inside. People collect the tins. I was surprised to find how much Band-Aid tins go for, like a vintage Band-Aid tin. This one was on, I guess, the bottom, so it's kind of roached, but everything else is basically minty. So good hammer handle. Man, there's just a lot of odd stuff in here. Mostly probably all from the 60s into the 50s. More tins. Actually gonna have to look one of these up to see what the tin goes for. It'd be fun if it was like $15-20. Another porcelain light switch. Oh man. All right, I see a lot of pulleys for those are all for electric motors that they actually sell. Supposedly he had boxes and boxes of this stuff all through this garage. I just happened to catch the last day, so I'm pretty happy with what I found yesterday. I brought a hoe to go through the so these are hinges. There's a bunch of them. Looks like a whole stack of them. After I move that, I can get the rest of the solder out. Yeah, somebody might need it. More Dutch boy solder. I have a friend that makes a lot of art sculptures with solder. Another clean graphic on that guy. Another good little advertiser. Some more solder. have to start a new box. Definitely pretty awesome. I've been working on this second box. Lots of old glass fuses. I'm gonna try them on eBay. They might actually, but all these old switches I've been putting in my scrap pile. I know if you take some of them apart, you can find silver in some of them. Another couple boxes of glass fuses. I don't know if they're worth anything. I'll have to look them up. Just seems like somebody was looking for that. It'd be hard to find. There's a bunch more motors, but look at all this brass fittings. I'll have to go get a brass box. Been putting all the scrap metal into this one container. So definitely some serious fittings. I wonder if the other piece to that's there. It should be. A lot of heavy metal. Let's see what's in this bottom one. Had to get a chair. I think that's all solder in the back. So I should be able to fill up all my little clear bins with alarm bell. With what's here. The boxes are too far gone. Let's see what kind of nuts these are. This actually might be good for an art project. Always like the old boxes. Cool printed label for the nut screw or the wood screws. He said I missed a bunch of the radio tubes, but I might still find some. More aluminum. Looks like that's all motors too back there. So alright, I'm going to finish this and I'll show you what we pulled out of here. I have to go get a bin for the brass is the next plan. Light bulbs. Looks like two motors back there. Some type of weird switch. So I've been at this for a good half hour. I got 3 totes full so far. I'm working on the 4th one. I definitely feel everything I put in the... Somebody might need that. Most of the stuff I'm putting away or into the totes is all definitely sellable. I do like how nice and clean all the iron cements and stuff are. There's a really interesting tin back there. Probably another cement. Can't get it out. I guess with all the weight and the little bit of moisture that... Oh, wow, look at that. That's a win. all brass screws. Are they brass or are they? I don't know. I have to go. All my magnets are on my scrap truck that's getting one little smudge of putty right there. Still is pretty. Like the seal on it. Lots and lots and lots of hardware down here. But each little box of hardware is definitely $3 to $5 at the flea market. Especially when it has the advertising on it. Or the measurement of the screw. They actually sell fairly well online too. It's just, I don't know if I'll ever ship all this weight. Wire ties. So this goes back 4 foot more. Well, I'm going to finish these 2 totes and then we'll go explore in the garage. Hopefully we find one other hidden treasure. Take a little break from sorting those things, and I came out and it's snowing pretty darn good. I figured I'd grab a couple buckets of wire. I don't know if you guys can see the snow, but it is definitely coming down. Luckily all those good boxes are still in the garage. I didn't put them out to load yet, but all right, I'm gonna get out of the snow, go find hopefully we get 2 trash cans of wire out of this garage. Never know. Turn on the light for you. I gotta get this apart, but I have all this wire here. It's like a whole big mess of wire. This is strippable. I'd say this is probably $1.50 a pound right now, something like that. There's definitely a ton of it. So I can't tell if this is hose or wire. This is hose. It has more air hose than I could have ever imagined. But all right, I'm gonna get this trash can apart and load up the first bucket of wire. I actually had more snow than I thought we would. Definitely paid, or it's definitely good that we have the garage to work in today. I ended up doing, this is the strippable wire. There's probably about 90 to 100 pounds, probably closer to 100. I can't pick it up with one hand. This is all low grade wire. There's probably 75 pounds of that, 50 pounds of that. And this was a better grade wire. We'll get like the low grade, 75 cents is a good price for that. But this stuff we'll get $1, $1.50 for. So, but while I went through this whole section, and that's the wire I got out of it, I did find I forget what these are called, but I know it holds fuel. But it's a really nice one. I found a siren for a bike. Actually, still moves, so should it's a good $20 piece. I would say this the fuel holder is probably another good $20 to $30 piece. I guess this is for turning off gas or water. But over on the shelves there's a lot of these pickle jars, and this is a really nice mason jar. But I'm gonna try to find, I got a milk crate. I'm gonna try to put those in now. There was also this good bunch of dowels, so I don't know. That was the better stuff I found over on this side. They have a, kind of see it kind of fell down, but like right here is a cool, oh wow, it's all natural sponges in a jar. Bet I can sell the sponges themselves. Dutch boy. There's 2 more big jars back there. I don't know. I would think that they're $5 to $10 each. I know these larger balls we can get $5 for, but the pickles might be a little bit more. There's another one. Perfect mason jar. What's nice about the balls is I know the ball jars is I know we can get the tops for them. These pickle jars, I don't think so. A lot of dust. So that's almost about, let's see, 20. We get one more jar and that's $50 or $40 worth of jars. I don't see any others that have a lid. That looks like another box of sponges. It's kind of stuck all the way back there, but it's a cool jar. It is another jar of sponges. All right. So that was good. There's a lot of these pieces of porcelain. Another good jar with lid. Old rubber stamps. I guess this is like a towel rack or something. Oh, it'd hold a shelf. It's actually sellable. Got the left and the right. It's a soap holder for a bathtub. It's a little wooden dowels. Definitely save the tub. These sell for about $10-15. It's a porcelain soap holder. Let's see what else was in here. 2 more pieces of copper or brass. It'd be nice if there was more brass in here. I think we're gonna have to save these. I can see 4 of them. Beer mugs with the nude ladies on them. 1, 2. That one has a piece of porcelain stuck in it, but there it goes. I'll go get one more. I think that's 4. Is there any more? 5. It'd be pretty good if we found 6 of them. Another good pickle jar back there with a lid. Alright, on this bottom shelf. I see beer jar or beer steins, but no ladies. Oh, that looks cool. There's a tub here, but this one It's all copper. Let's see if I can pull it out. Oh man, it's heavy. I think I have to take this shelf off. Oh, look at all the brass back here too. Alright, I need to go get a hammer, take this shelf off to get that. Alright, get back to you in a second. Well, I knocked out that shelf. I could see why I couldn't move it. All pipe fittings. This is still a really nice copper bucket. Doesn't look like any brass. Piece of dirty. Steel all the way down. But the bucket's definitely 15-20 bucks. This looks like another, yep, another thing of sponges. This one, the top came off though. I'll have to work all that out of there. Let's see. That looks like a piece of brass. Bunsen burner. I got lots of brass and copper back here. Probably 10-15 pounds. This one's rotten out, or rotted out. A couple big pieces of, but mostly steel. Let's see. I see some copper pipe. Man, that's a lot. I don't know if it'll come out. This is the stuff we use to make our gardening labels in the spring. Man, that is a bunch of it. Probably a good good 30 pounds of copper. Oh, that's definitely good. All right, I'm gonna empty this bin, I think. I actually might wait for when I have the truck. All right. Well, I have a bucket of brass that I'm working on right here, brass and copper. I did find a bucket. It just had a lot of brass in it. Figured it was easier sorting it outside than in the dusty garage. Wore my mask all day today just to try to keep from breathing in all that dust. Not as many pieces of brass as I would think. Probably, you can see how much work it is to sort everything. Need to go find a yard that pays pretty darn good for brass. It has been going up pretty steady though recently. But hopefully I find a couple more buckets like that, and I'll shovel up all the steel. This piece of dirty. I got 4 bins done of the hardware, so I figure they're at least $100 to $150 each at the flea market. So even let's say we say 125, so that's 500 of the 700 that we spent on this back next time I set up. I'll show you what I put in those bins before I leave. I don't know if I'm going to I think I'm gonna just come early tomorrow with the truck since it's still raining. Everything's gonna get soaked. Doesn't make sense to load it up and ruin it. Alright, I think that's it on that bucket. There's 4 more that are a lot bigger that I'm going to try to pull out. Hopefully I get 2 or 3 of these bins full of brass. So I left this stuff there today. I figured I'd pick it up tomorrow morning. I got probably another $500 worth of scrap in a pile today, and we got about $500 worth of antiques out of that bin. But sure is pretty, the snow. I can't believe it's still going. Definitely a nice day though. So we'll hopefully get the truck back tomorrow. They said they'd get it done on Thursday, so we'll go to the scrapyard, see how we do with what we have sitting there, and I don't know, definitely was fun. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't yet, please I don't know, give somebody a call. Might be alone. Please be safe out there, and thank you very much for watching. We'll see everybody later. Peace. Snow is pretty. I'll walk up to that tree. You can actually see on the garden, it's just just enough snow to make it pretty. Hopefully it stays overnight, so that way you get to see the sunrise on it. If anybody was worried, we ended up getting everything. It's the next day. I ended up with 5 totes of the collectibles. Got probably another 400 pounds of brass, 500 pounds of brass on this truckload. Today I found this cool push button with the red light phone, the hood ornament. Did get the copper bucket out. The ladies' can of nuts off. I thought this was cool too. A hand. I guess it's for a glove. So, all right. I'm gonna go unload this, and tomorrow, I guess my next video is gonna be taking what we have left at this house to the scrapyard. I still have to sort all of the brass and copper out of these buckets, so I figured I could do that at my own time at home instead of wasting time here. I did end up with 2 more buckets of the strippable wire. So everybody have a good night. Thank you very much for watching.